Two killed, one injured in shooting at St. Andrew Bar. 3 people were shot, 2 fatally, after gunmen opened fire on patrons at a bar along Cameron Lane in St. Andrew on Wednesday afternoon. The incident occurred about 3 p.m. One of the deceased is said to be a taxi operator known as Lance. The St. Andrew North police are probing the incident. Man fatally shot in Manchester identified as suspect in TikToker near gang killing. Police have named the murder suspect who was fatally shot during an alleged confrontation in Downs, Manchester Wednesday morning. He is Romain Thompson, otherwise called Romstein. Police said Thompson was a suspect in the December 7 murder of TikToker influencer Xavier Fagan, who was killed while posting live on the popular platform on Ponton Lane in St. Catherine. Police also said Thompson was also a suspect in the August 5, 2023 murder of Constable Justin Martin at a bar in Sandy Bay, Clarendon. Thompson was also said to have been linked to various crimes in St. Catherine. Thompson met his demise on Wednesday when, according to a police report, about 4:10 a.m., cops went on an operation in Downs District in search of him. He reportedly challenged the police in gun battle. A policeman sustained minor injuries as he was saved by his vest. Police said the gunfire was returned and the suspect wounded. He was taken to hospital and pronounced dead. Police said a firearm was also seized. Attorney believes Florida's attempt to block remittance from illegal immigrants will be taunted. U.S.-based Jamaican immigration attorney Wayne Golden believes alternative methods will be used to send money from Florida in response to a crackdown on how illegal immigrants can send money out of that country. He was responding to the government of Florida's announcement that the state will be seeking to block some remittances as part of attempts to curb illegal immigration in the United States. Ron wants anyone sending money overseas to be required to show proof that they are not an undocumented immigrant, but Golden believes this move will not hinder the outflow of remittances. He contends that there are not many illegal immigrants appearing in person to engage in remittance transactions, relying instead on straw persons whose immigration status is legal to do so on their behalf. This has been traditional for years upon years, and of course the remittance agencies have put in place also protocols to make sure that the persons who are picking up money are not part of any scheme or scam, he told reporters. Mr. Golden, however, believes that the measure might have a chilling effect across the immigrant community. He is also of the view that while remittances might be affected with the crackdown on immigration in the United States, it will not be significant, especially out of Florida, which is the second largest Jamaican community in terms of states in the United States. No reports of strawberry quick jug in Jamaican schools, Education Ministry stated. The Ministry of Education says it has not identified any strawberry quick jug in Jamaican schools. In a media release on Wednesday, it said it would continue to actively monitor and work closely with law enforcement and school administrators to ensure the safety of students. There are no verified reports of strawberry quick in our schools. Nonetheless, we are urging all parents to have open conversations with their children about the dangers of accepting food or candy from unknown sources. The safety of our children is our top priority. Schools are also being advised to reinforce these messages and to report any suspicious activity immediately to the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information, Dr. Dana Morris Dixon. The Ministry of Education is encouraging parents and students to not accept unfamiliar candies or treats. Children should be warned not to consume food items received from strangers or even friends without knowing the source. Report suspicious activity. Any reports of suspicious substance should be immediately reported to school officials or the police. Seek immediate medical attention if ingested is suspected. Medical help should be sought without delay by calling emergency services. Curfew extended in Manchester. A 48-hour curfew has been extended in sections of Manchester Division. Police said the affected community spans the Mandeville, Williamsfield, Ports and Christiana areas. Among the areas in Mandeville under curfew from Wednesday 6:40 p.m. to Friday 6:40 p.m. are Mayday, Albion, Green Street, Barnstable, Tulsa Road, Hillside and New Hall. Over in Williamsfield area, Royal Flats and Comfort are under curfew. The boundaries for the Williamsville and Mandeville police areas are as follows. North, east along an imaginary line from Royal Flat Road, 2,800 meters to an area of Bartleytown community. East-south along an imaginary line, 7,600 meters from the northern boundary at Bartleystown community to an area of vegetation in the hillside community. Southwesterly along an imaginary line 2,500 meters from an area of vegetation at the easterly boundary at the hillside community to an area of vegetation in the Rentland Street community. West northerly along an imaginary line 7,500 meters from the southern boundary at the Rentland community to the northern border of Royal Flat Road. In the post era, the curfew will continue from Wednesday 7:15 p.m. to Friday 7:15 p.m. affecting Main Street, Broadleaf, Trinity, Hampton Road, and Redbury. The boundaries are as follows. North, east along an imaginary line from the intersection of the Toll Road and Melrose District, 2,000 meters to a section of Post Main Road in the vicinity of Barnett Street. East, south along an imaginary line 2,400 meters from the northern boundary at the Post Main Road to Redbury District. Southwesterly along an imaginary line from the eastern boundary 2,000 meters to an area of vegetation to the Broadleaf community. West northerly along an imaginary line from Redbury at the southern boundary 1,300 meters to a northern border at the Toll Road and Melrose District. In Christiana area, the curfew will continue from 6:05 p.m. to Friday 6:05 p.m. affecting Craighill, Dobson Pipe, Colleyville, Silent Hill, Tiki-Tiki, and Line A Parish. The boundaries of the curfew areas are as follows. Northeast along an imaginary line from Craighead, 10 km, to an area of vegetation to Silent Hill. East-south along an imaginary line 1.5 km from the northern boundary to an area of vegetation at Silent Hill. Southwesterly along an imaginary line from the eastern boundary 10 km to a section of the main road at Craighead. West northerly along an imaginary line from the southern boundary 1 km from the northern boundary bordered by Troy District, Trelawney. People within the boundaries are required to stay indoors unless otherwise authorized by the ground commander. 40.3 billion worth of electricity stolen from JPS in 2023. The dollar value of electricity stolen from Jamaica Public Service JPS distribution system in 2023 was approximately 40.3 billion or US 258.9 million. Minister of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport Darrell Valls provided details in the House of Representatives on January 28 as he answered questions tabled by Member of Parliament for Kingston East and Port Royal Shadow Minister of Energy and Mining, Philip Powell. Voss said the percentage of electricity stolen was about 15.9%, which is about 80% of the 19.8% non-technical losses registered in 2023. The minister also informed that the United States Agency for International Development USAID non-technical loss report for 2022 indicated that Jamaican consumers' payment contribution to losses was estimated to about 8.7% of customers' electricity bills. As an example, the typical residential customer would incur additional costs of about $1,050 per month on average on their bills due to electricity theft, he pointed out. The minister also indicated that over the past 9 years, the average annual technical losses have been between 8.2% of JPS generated output, which equates to approximately 358 gigawatt hours GWH per annum. The corresponding average annual non-technical losses has been 18.9% of JPS generation output, which equates to approximately 824 GWH per annum, Valls noted. Meanwhile, the minister said it will take a significant collaboration between JPS and the government to make it affordable to be able to get those who are not in the grid on the grid and, most importantly, to stay on the grid. JPS, in fairness to them, has made several efforts, used technology to try and reduce electricity theft, but the government does have a responsibility. I expect and I am confident that in the upcoming budget debate that it is going to be a key part of the Minister of Finance and Prime Minister's budget presentation, was noted. It is something that we have spoken about, but more importantly, it requires the commitment of the government to invest a significant amount of money to really tackle in a comprehensive, holistic way, which no government has never done before, or prepare to do. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.